Good morning, Higgs. How's my bud? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Higgs. So check it out. Good morning, CCSE2. And there's my guy Nerdy. There's Pretty Vegas. Man, you get up early, girl. Okay, you guys, let's. Okay, class is already starting, MDK and Satwise. Class is already starting. Here we go.
It's always been told, seek and you shall find, just how it is in the Bible. That's what we're doing here. We're seeking something good, not just for ourselves, but like for our non-native people, to kind of
Vague.
educate you, knowing that
Go to bed. Indian drum music.
The heartbeat of a culture. For centuries, at ceremonies and celebrations, the rhythm of the Native American people has resonated through the drum.
You come here, you sit down, and you pray to God.
Good morning, Maribel and Ryan.
Whatever we're going to sing, He's in
Good
control,
morning.
not us as a singer. On music, because we're searching for something. And when you ask God, be with us, because we want to bring that power, His power in this drum.
Have a good time.
You never outsing this drum.
Herbie.
It's always been told us.
Herbie Von Werby, come out.
Listen. And that's what we tried to do today, that we follow it. Whatever He wants us to do, we'll go with it. And that's why we put a lot of exertion on music, because there's feeling. Like this is just a lot of feeling.
Listen.
From its earliest construction, the drum serves a
I need you guys to pay attention.
To the Native American.
There might be questions on this later.
It's never ending. It's like life. It's never ending. A lot of people say when you go in the
Get it? The circle, drum, circle.
Life is eternal. It's an eternal thing. But what we're doing right now is temporary. And when we go to God, we're going to sit there. What did you do for me? Well, I'm going to explain this to you. This circle of life, it's always an ongoing thing. That's why you see circles. It's an ongoing for the next generation to come and the next generation beyond. And here we are today. We're doing the same thing and trying to do the best we can to uphold the teachings, to give it back to the arena, to the circle, because there's other life that's going to come.
That's cool, Satwise.
For taking this. And that's why we say the life is eternal.
You can learn more about Native American history and culture here at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in the Native American Gallery. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I'm going to show you.
Check our website at nationalcowboymuseum.org. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching, folks.
Okay. This one is the oldest Native American drumming video ever. It's from 1894, this video. 1894, they filmed this. The music's not from then. They overlaid it with music, but the black and white video, 1894. 17 seconds long. It features Native Americans Sioux. Check these guys out. $1894. There you go. 1894. Check this out. RX. Looks like American Bandstand. Boston Ears gym class. Oh, don't get me started, eggs. We're being spiritual right now. Okay, one more thing. Let's do this. Who knows the Lakota national anthem? Who knows the Lakota national anthem? You do not. Don't pretend you do. Higgs, that was absolutely hilarious. That was me and Higgs in our gym class. Rare vintage photo. Coach Carmine. Coach Carmine was doing the drums. Here we go. This is the Lakota national anthem. Just like you guys have a national anthem wherever you come from, this is Lakota's. Now, I personally can understand every word they're saying. I'll tell you guys later what they're saying. Right now, they're talking about how good it is to eat mushrooms. Right now. The medicine women of the tribe, it's just what they're saying. Dispense all of the mushrooms to all of the braves. Translate the plot. I can translate this. This is actually really cool. If you put yourself in the right mindset, set and setting. I love seeing you guys say good morning to each other here. When they said that, that means welcome into my wigwam. That's welcome into my wigwam. So, I don't get every single phrase, but I get most of it. Yeah. This part is about be kind. This part is about be kind and be brave. This part's about share. This part's about sharing. And this part's about the circle of life right here. And this can be a bat. Right, Cap? I don't know that they do that as much. It's almost over. Don't forget, this is their national anthem. They sing this at every one of their football games. So when they get together, we're going to talk about peyote today. Okay? The places peyote come from, that's where peyote typically is indigenous to. Okay? These are all the areas. Those people that are in Texas, sneak on over the border. Sneak on over the border there. Now that's its natural location. Since then, of course, it's grown out from there. But we're going to do a little bit of talking about natural Indian medicine today. Mescaline. Mescalino. One second.
If you are 64 or older and have not checked this yet, your
There we
$3,600
go.
benefit is still available, and you need...
Good morning, everybody. Are you guys getting prepared to have a great weekend? Give me 5 people that said they're getting prepared to have a great weekend. Good morning. Weekend is coming.
I'm ready.
That's all you needed to hear right there. I think we're going to go fishing. That'll be fun. And then a very, very good friend of ours is throwing a huge party tomorrow afternoon. So Pops has to get his hair cut today. And I'm going to get it all spiky and everything, I think. Keep planning on getting it cut, but I don't. So I think I'm going to have a good weekend, you guys. It starts right now. Jolie's going to go out on that. Those pictures of your bike rides make me want to do the same. Albert Einstein. Who knows who that is? Does anybody know who Albert Einstein is? Is Kim or MBP here this morning? Kim, there you are. Kim, you start summer school Monday? Oh, okay. Well, they're lucky. They're lucky that you're their teacher. Kim, you wrote to me last night, and I literally did, after investigative, I felt like Sherlock Holmes for half the evening last night. Yes, Mike did send us a box. I don't know what happened or why, but it ended up over at my grow house with an assistant. How that happened, I don't know, but it's unopened. And I'll be going by there today to grab the box. We'll get it opened and see what's going on. I sincerely apologize to both of you. I don't know. I'm clueless as to when it got here, how it got there. Picked up, brought over there accidentally. I don't know. But we'll get to the bottom of that. And I wanted to wait and tell you. Okay? So we'll get that. Mello, good morning. Albert Einstein. Who knows who Albert Einstein is? It was weird, Kim, because I made him like look at every single thing because I'm like, it's got to be over there because it's not here. And sure enough, it's over there. Who knows who Albert Einstein is? The weirdo with the uncombed hair guy. Mike's like, Pops, we all do. Isn't that a funny thing if you think about it, Mike? How does everybody know? Good morning, True Heart. How does everybody, thank you, MVP. I apologize. I really am mixed up. Senior moments are happening more and more. How does a whole culture know who Albert Einstein is? There aren't that many figures that everybody, I think everybody on the planet, everybody you know, if you tapped them on the shoulder, showed them a picture, say, who is this? They'd be able to tell you. I think you'd have Albert Einstein. You could probably do, who else could you do? Superman? Give me another couple people that you could show just a picture and everyone on the planet would know who they are. Superman? Mickey Mouse? Not Justin Bieber, get out of here. Bart Simpson, you think so? The Rock, Dwayne? Trump. Harry, I think you're right about that, sadly to say. I think you're right. Pops, the true heart is saying Pops Croons. Michael Jackson maybe before, but I think you could show kids now and they wouldn't know. Kimberly saying Jesus Christ. These are good answers. Seriously, who? Lincoln? Would somebody in England know who, like an English boarding school, know who Lincoln is? I don't know. Michael Jordan, 10 years ago? Wiley Cool? Super Dave? No. Super Dave is like aging out. Hitler, gut, that's a good one. I think we'll always know Hitler. Do you see that the list isn't going to be huge? Santa Claus, Anthony, boom, on the top 10 list. Santa Claus, okay? Think about it. Elvis Presley, perhaps Elvis. Taylor Swift nowadays, I would agree. Taylor Swift. Gandhi's not bad. Gandhi's international, universal. Yeah, we put Trump in there. Mona Lisa. Oh, Kent. That might be a good one. Mona Lisa. Everyone knows who that non-smiling face is. That's interesting. Think about our culture. There's certain ones, boom, we know it. Others, you're not so. Who is that? El Chupacabra? Or was that Osama bin Laden? Jeffrey Dahmer. No, that's only going to be in America. No, the French don't care about our serial killers. Okay? Albert Einstein, Dolly Parton now. Ooh, that's maybe, I don't know. I think Dolly's all American. I don't think Pakistani people care about Dolly Parton. Or it would recognize. Do you see Cleopatra? Cleopatra, someone just said Egypt. How about Cleopatra? How about Queen Elizabeth, the one that just passed away? How about Queen Elizabeth? Give me some Queen Elizabeth, the one that just passed away. Queen Elizabeth for sure. The whole world knew who the Queenie was. Princess Diana. Princess Diana. Pop's got a good one there. Even now we know who Princess Diana was. Okay, Paige, you got the Pope. Oh my. Pope's kind of like, Pope for sure, but you don't know exactly which one he is. Is he the number 3? Is he the number 7? Is it Pope Fred or Pope Frank? You know what I mean? Is it Pope John the 3rd or is it Pope Paul the 14th? I get mixed up on the numbers. Popes, I love them because they really are holy men. Okay, I really believe that the Pope himself got there because he's holy as hell. There's all kinds of sinister crap going on, corruption around him, and they don't even know it. Give me 5 people that agree. I don't think the Pope has a clue that there's shysters working for him. I think he wakes up every day, says so many prayers. I really think the Pope is holy as hell. All of them. Well, not all, but most of them. They don't know anything about the riffraff below them, Gutty. They're too holy. It doesn't even enter their mind. You don't get up there. You don't get up and wear white every day the way they do. No, those guys are holy as hell. Okay? That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I don't think popes pay attention to the sin part. No, they're too involved in, oh my God, because they feel responsible for a lot of freaking souls, if you think about it. Cleanies, no, Pops. I don't buy it. I think they're the head of the mafia. What, do you think they're the head of the Catholic mafia, actually, that guy? He's the head Catholicioso? Mafioso, he's head Catholicioso guy? I don't think so. I think somebody propped him up there. MVP goes, he gets a cut. You guys are icky. I'm giving him a break, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, is he international? He might have been 10 years ago. No one knows who Arnie is anymore. Arnie's not aging pretty either. My opinion. Arnie's not. Oh, Snoop Dogg! Oh, hell yes. You know, Snoop every year gets higher and higher on my list of badass. You know that? Snoop Dogg. You gotta be telling me that dude is one of the coolest dudes. Come on, man. He started off as a riff-raff gangster in LA, street thug, sort of. He transforms lives every day. Every day. Kids in little football leagues and his baseball leagues and his... Man, he is a cool dude. And he gets cooler and cooler. I want him to have as much money as he can, because I don't think he gets a bigger chain maybe, but he puts a lot back. Snoop. And I never thought I'd like the guy. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a prejudice against this guy. I can't. He broke through every prejudice that I could ever have. And I adore the man. I think Snoop's the coolest guy ever. Tommy Chong is almost as cool, but Snoop has taken the bag. Snoop has got the bag. Buddha, that's a good one. So this all started because I was saying, did we know who Einstein was? This has been fun, though. Admit it. Give me 10 people said this has been fun. Snoop and Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart's you talk about badass, too. Martha Stewart, what is she, 80-something years old, and she's going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. She's going to be Barbie, yeah. She's going to be on the cover. She's reinvented her. She was in prison. You would think most people would have folded up and gone away. She's like reinvented herself 8 different times in 8 different decades. Martha, she's a badass old girl. Okay? Oh my goodness. Has this been fun? I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to have fun walking down International Faces Lane. But admit it, Martha, she is badass, right? And I didn't want to start out liking her either. How is that? Badgie, she's getting younger. I didn't start out, I thought, come on, get out of here with this. Martha Stewart this, Martha Stewart that. Now I'm like, Martha Stewart is good on you. Okay? Good on you, Martha. And Snoopy. There's a lot of people like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's gotten cooler and cooler. Come on, the guy was in prison for not being a very good guy. He's like, boy, do we grow. Okay, boy, do we grow up. Think of the people that, I put Jim Carrey in that class. Jim Carrey, I'm sure he's got the millions and billions of dollars he'll ever need. But for the longest time, he just chased the dollar for the next role. Now he's just... I like people that like that. Albert Einstein. This all started because I wanted to read you guys a quote. Do you believe that? Alice Cooper. Who was the other guy? Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent, right? How about in my city here, Kid Rock? I don't always agree with Kid Rock's politics and stuff, but I'll tell you, that's a man that tries to give back to this community here in Detroit. He does his best to give back. Kind of going in a different direction there, but Tyson and Cosby are not the same, MVP. Not even close. Not even close, right? Tyson was just a wild kid with a wild girlfriend, wife, and they were wild, and he was too wild. And he paid for it. Joey, no! We're not talking about famous comedians. Who wants me to read, finally, after all of this, can I read the Einstein quote? Gosh darn it. I know, Billy, the old Ted Nugent, Joe Rogan, he's an influencer, isn't he? You know what? Good call there. I didn't want to start out liking Joe Rogan. I didn't. And the more Joe Rogan's just him. Joe Rogan doesn't try to be something. I mean, he's doing well, obviously. #1 podcaster in the world. But he doesn't change who he is to be that. And you don't always have to agree with the guy. I don't. You know what you like? See, you don't have to agree with Pops. You don't. You just know I'm going to tell you the real. There's nothing wrong. That's the guy you want to at least pay attention to. Instead of the placater, the guy that's telling you what you want to hear all the time, political guy. Did you guys see where the president got sandbagged? Fear. I don't know that he sucked on Fear Factor, Adrian, even though I thought the show sucked. Only for one reason. It was a badass show. I would have done every one of those stunts. Willingly, happy, except for the eating bug stuff. Dropping bugs on me in a cage. Stick me in with a bunch of worms. The whole eating thing. Not, why? That is just pushing it too far. Any of the eating or having something stuck on me. I'll climb on the top. You can drop me. I'll do the heights. I'll do the zooms. I'll do the underwater. I'll do any of that stuff. But no. None of that eating or drinking. Blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. And it's kind of a... Why did we watch it? Well, I didn't. I actually started boycotting the show. After 2 or 3 times, I'm like, they're going to do this every time. There's going to be an episode in there. I'm like, I wish they could just like skip past that part. Albert Einstein. He was once asked, did you guys, Albert Einstein, isn't he the guy that taught about relativity? Wasn't he the, shush, Kim's like, or smoking peppers at a mush fest. Yeah. That was crazy. Looked like a big old cigar. Is Einstein the relativity guy? Help me remember. Was he the relativity guy or the electricity guy? Which guy was he? Was he the relative guy? I'm trying to think. He wasn't the astronomer. Was he an astronomer guy? Was he a telescope guy? Tesla was the electric guy? Edison? I'm trying to think. Was Einstein? Was he the... Kim, he was what? Theory of relativity. Kim, that's hard to explain, isn't it? Kim does it for a living. Kind of hard to explain. You can read about it and stuff. Kim's, nope, I can explain it in about 3 minutes flat. I do it every day. Was he the relativity guy? So, relativity, is it all mathematics? Badger, nope, he was a beautician. You could tell by his hair. That's funny, that's funny, Badge. Albert Einstein was once asked to explain relativity. This is after he's been a professor at the University of Chicago, and he's been teaching his theories, and he's just brilliant. He's moving on to quantum theory at this point, even though he's disavowing a lot of it. He's even reworking some of his own theories at this point in his career. This is when his hair is really big and really white. And everybody in the world. He was at one point considered in the 30s the most recognizable human being on the planet Earth. Albert Einstein. The number one most recognizable human being walking around the planet Earth. Who do you think number two was right behind him? Quick guess. Certainly in America, but anywhere else. Quick guess. Nope. Talking early 30s. Early 30s. This is a guy that flew airplanes. He flew airplanes. One of the most popular men on the planet. Cleany's got it, he just didn't spell it correct. Pagey's got it. Charles Lindbergh. Mr. Lindbergh, with all his flying around between here and France and then up to the English coast and across the channel and then flying around here, and he was trying to create air traffic for, show how air traffic could be safe and all of that. 27, what's it, in 1927 he did the actual crossing? Early 30s, everyone on the planet, every young boy wanted to be Charles Lindbergh. You either wanted to be Charles Lindbergh or you were a really smart person and you wanted to be Albert Einstein. Isn't that funny when we think about it? Some of you said Charlie Chaplin in there. Charlie Chaplin was way, 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 way high on the list of recognizable people in that era. Albert Einstein said this. Vague, you remember the kidnapping of his son. That's correct. Albert Einstein, I said all of this, I've been going on for, this is fun. I've been yapping for 20 minutes and I still haven't read the original quote. When you were quoting, Albert Einstein was asked to explain relativity. He's going to do it in 2 sentences. Kim can probably do it in 1. Now, how many people want Pops to read the theory of relativity according to Albert Einstein in 2 sentences? You'll understand it very quickly. We think it's complicated. Okay? 2 sentences, this guy explains the theory of his, he explains relativity. You guys are going to get this one. You're going to, now I understand relativity. I completely understand that. E equals MC squared stuff. I don't even have to do that on a chalkboard anymore. Holly, you ready? Bill Flynn is. Somebody asked him to explain relativity. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Albert Einstein. Boop. You got that one right, Kim? That's how she teaches it. When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Thanks, Professor. What's the E part? Where's the MC squared part? The MC with that 2 thing come? I'm kidding. I spent a half hour building up to that. Okay. I love that quote. I'm going to post it later. It's a relatively relative quote. Higgs has it boiled down to even less. So relativity is kissing a red hot tinder? No, Higgs, go back to class. No, Higgs, you failed that test. No, that is not what no. No. Okay. Jeez, Higgs. So, you guys are beautiful people. Let's do a top. I need 3 spinners. Higgs, blue that quiz. You're not even spelling blue correctly, okay? Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. Oh, let's see. Hold everything. Okay. Give me only answer one time. You can only answer once. Only once. Only one time per person. Give me a number between 1 and 10. Give me a number between 1 and 10. I just spun it. One time per person. Not 3. Not 3, Hanky. Just 1. I'm not taking any 3s. Okay, I'm looking for. I'm looking for some people to join the spin to win round. And then after that, we're going to have to still do more. Okay, here we go. So far, one person's got the number correct. There, we've just got another one. We've just gotten another. These people have won all this week. We're getting the same winners left and right. I don't care. It's Friday. Okay, I need one more. Answer one time. One time only. I haven't released it to answer a second time yet. Okay? I haven't. There it is. There's the third person. Kill it. The answer was 8. 8. That was the first number between 1 and 10 that came up in our shoot. 8. 8 it was. What happened? 6 and 7, 8, 9, or something like that. What happened? Didn't 6 and 7, 8, 9? Poor 9. Derek Anderson, you're number 1. Derek Anderson, you're number 1. S. Martin, you're number 2. S. Martin, you're number 2. And Kent Albu, you're number 3. Okay? So here we go. Kent Albu. Kenty McAlbuton is going to win. Now, Kent, don't get all nervous on the mail. You've got tracking issues. Let's not go there. I'm going to send you something. It's going to be sent, okay? I promise. Now, I want you to answer, pick a number between 1 and 5. Kent, pick a number between 1 and 5. I'm waiting on Kent to pick a number between 1 and 5. We're waiting on Kent to pick a number between 1 and 5. Okay, that's not a... Okay. Kent, let's go 1 and 5 instead of a 7. How's that? All right. There's a number 3 from Kent. All right. Yeah, Kent gets... It just... There's a little bit of a situation. I can't control the tracking. Just remember that, okay? I don't control tracking. So between 1 and 5, that was 1. That was 2. This is 3. Kent, you picked 3, okay? So that right there, Kent, weighs 5.1 grams. And this wasn't even crunchies. This was straight up beautiful fruits. Okay? So that's what we're sending out to Kent. Kent, I need your address, and the DetroitMushLab.net. I'll send you a package with tracking that the tracking won't mean a thing. But you'll get it anyways. Okay? Our post office here does a terrible job of scanning packages that go out, but they do a great job of sending them. So at the end of the day, you guys will get whatever we send, and you'll usually find out if you go back, you can see the information on it. Okay, MBP says it too. I send tracking, it doesn't do any good. It just, and we're not SatWise. We know that we're not picking on you at all here because you're involved in it. It is the most frustrating thing because I'd say 10 emails a day. I explain this. 10 emails a day to the same people over and over and over. Same people. Like, didn't we have this conversation last time? Didn't it get there? Yeah. All right then. Okay. Peyote. Yeah, see, tracking said it wasn't sent yet, and there it is in your mailbox. Okay. King, yeah, you're a goofball. Pops, can you spend a whole show talking about that? Yeah. Speaking of which, I have 2 boxes sitting here from this week. You guys have been doing a great job of getting me your addresses, but I do have 2 boxes sitting here this week that winners haven't sent me their address. So we're trying it. I mean, if they're sitting here, they should have gone back in inventory, but I have 2 people that haven't sent me their addresses yet. Okay? Peyote. Peyote is a small, spineless cactus. Those of us how about anyone else out there? Anybody else want to get it off your chest? I'm not kidding. Sandman, CCS, MVP, any of you people that are like, consistent shippers, do you have a problem with your tracking? Seriously, I'm asking, I'm not trying to turn this into a complaint sesh. We'll talk about peyote and we'll continue to talk about it Monday so we cover the ground. But do you guys have a problem with your tracking too? Sincerely. Because I always want to blame my branch. I feel like if I take it about 4 miles away to a different post office, they scan every one. They really do. I feel like it's my post office. It can't be. I've been doing it for 2 years. We drop it off somewhere else, you guys will see the tracking right away. We drop it off over here, and it's like 25% of the time they might scan it that we dropped it off, they might not. DV boy gets a hit and a miss. Yeah, this is more miss. And I'll be honest with you, there's some like usually on Saturdays it's great because I go fishing and there's a post office close to the fishing place. I can drop things off. That place scans every time like it's automatic. So it has a great deal. It isn't the scanning system either. SatWise can prove that to us. It's like if that employee doesn't want to pick up the wand and scan the box, but they just put the box in the truck, it doesn't get scanned till it gets to the next place. What if 2 people in a row do that, but they just keep moving it on? It's pre-labeled, postage paid. It goes right in that's how they do it here, MVP. And we don't drop it in a post office box or something. We literally take it and put it in their window, like right in front of them. They're like, oh. They wait till you leave and they do it. I had Tad one time. He did me a favor. Pops, I'll do you a favor. I'll drop the mail off. I'm going that way. You know what he did? He writes to me after they left the mailbox. He goes, Pops, I stood there and I made them scan each one. I said, Dad, that'll work 1 or 2 times, but if you're dropping off every single day, they will hate you like you are. They'll start losing packages. You can't do that. They don't want that pressure. They will start losing packages. Peyote. You know what? Our Garth won't pick up the packages. Sandman's Garth picks them up. Sandman's Garth picks them up. They have a big, huge post box, and he picks up the boxes and takes them in with him. Our guy, are you kidding me? He won't take an envelope. They don't take an envelope in with them. A small spineless cactus, which contains psychoactive alkaloids. The psychoactive alkaloids that are in peyote, the peyote cactus, is particularly the one that we're concerned with is mescaline. Mescaline. I did a one-day drop-off for a guy who was desperate. I don't like to do it. I don't, because I don't want to stand in line and have to go and fill out a bunch of extra paperwork and stuff like that. I don't want to do it. I don't have time. I want to drop off my 30 packages and get out of there. I dropped off a package. It's a special occasion situation. Okay, I'll make an exception. Normally, overnight package from here in the Midwest to the West Coast. Last time I stood in line, $28. The person was like, okay, no problem. I'll pay the extra $28 to get it there overnight. I literally did this, was it Tuesday? Tuesday, I think, a couple of days ago. Stood in line for the first time in a long time. Sent an overnight package. $43.80. How'd it go from 28 to 43.80? Same packages. That's a huge rate hike. Wow. 43.80. UPS is even worse. I'm talking about USPS. Our UPS is even worse. Brock dropped a couple packages off there. Came home and goes, don't ever go there again. $43.80 to have a package sent to you overnight. And you have to convince Pop to stand in line. That cost more than $43.80. The good news was he got it the very next day. Pops, oh, I got it. Thank you. That's the greatest thing. And you're just happy that the guy got what he was asking for. Seriously. $43.80. Peyote. Look at that peyote. Isn't that beautiful? That's our little cactus guy flowering. I can't believe I have one of these now. Mine's like this. Free the Ancient One's now really researching this. I think he's going to get excited. Isn't this cool, Hakes? This is better than talking about the post office. That's a baby. Let me get out of the way so you can see it. It says that's about 1.5 months old. Seedling. Is that right, Satwise? They were driving you nuts, huh? Here's some dried peyote buttons. About the size of a nickel. That's some dried peyote buttons right there. That's what your harvest should look like. Isn't that cool? This is peyote lying all over. That's kind of like a little splotch of it that they found in Mexico. Imagine stumbling across that patch. Oh, I agree, Hip. It's the worst taste. But it doesn't taste long. You don't have to taste it for long. Is that interesting? Can we discuss that instead of the post office pops? In 2005, researchers used radiocarbon dating. So we were going to radiocarbon dating and alkaloid analysis, both, to study 2 specimens of peyote buttons that were found in an archaeological dig from a site. Did you lose us, Kent? Did anybody else lose us? In Rio Grande, Texas, in cave number 5, 2005, they've unearthed an archaeological dig from 3,780 BC. BC, 3,700 BC. Archaeological dig. And they've dated a peyote button that they found at this archaeological dig back to then. 4,000 years before BC. We have the natives in our Central America area are using peyote. Well, I guarantee you it was even before that. This was just one of the digs we found. Who knows how many thousands of years before that? Alkaloid extraction yielded approximately 2% of the alkaloids, including mescaline, still in both samples. There was still mescaline in the samples 6,000 years later. This indicates that Native North Americans were likely to have used peyote since at least 5,500 years ago. That's a long time. Specimens from a burial cave in west central Coahuila, Mexico, have been similarly analyzed and dated to the year 810 to the year 1070. From the earliest recorded time, peyote has been used by indigenous people, especially those of northern Mexico, and by various Native American tribes. Native to or relocated to the southern plain states of present-day Oklahoma and Texas. You Tejanos. Remember when you guys, Texans weren't called Texans, they were called Tejanos. Tejanos were really into the peyote going. Its usage also recorded among various southwestern tribal groups, the Tonkawa and the Mescalero, and the Lipan Apache. The Apache were the source or first practitioners of peyote religion in the regions north of present-day Mexico. They used a sun dehydrator, MVP. They were also the Apache were also the principal group to introduce peyote to the newly arrived migrants, such as the Comanche and the Kiowa. Here come the new tribes. The Apache's like, hey, try this. We got some good medicine over here in this tribe. We'll find out historically that it was thank goodness that they were using it for religious reasons. The peyote can still be used here today for religious reasons. Is anybody interested so far? Are we doing a good job? Are you guys interested in what we're talking about here? We'll keep talking about this some more on Monday too, because we'll be running out of time. But there's some really neat stuff to talk about here. The psychoactivity of it, the use in folk medicine, some more history. And I'm super excited because I have my first peyote button. And as much as I thought I knew, I don't know anything about it until I learned. So we've got these Apaches down in southern Arizona and New Mexico, what becomes that area, and they're passing out their drugs to the other, to the Kiowas and the Comanches, and they're share alike. And they're all visiting and having their sun visions and their dances and all of that. And it's in their cultures. And we see it in their cultures. We see it in some of their dances. And we certainly see it in their ceremonies. And then, of course, we're finding out about archaeological digs as well. Watch this. The religious, ceremonial, and healing uses of peyote have dated back over 2,000 years. A church comes along. And they basically, we thank goodness for this. I'm not a big church guy anymore. But I am a guy that says if there's a situation, an organization, almost like the Church of Mushrooms should be. This happened years and years and years ago in our history, American history, where we legalized or allowed the use of peyote and or mescaline for religious purposes under the auspices of what came to be known as the Native American Church. That was the name of it. In the 19th century, so this is we're talking about back in the 1800s. The 1800s, we get a group. They started calling themselves the Native American Church. Thank you guys for trying to help Kent get reset. I appreciate you guys trying to help him. It's not at this end, Kent. So it has to be at your end, my friend. In the 19th century, American Indians in more widespread regions to the north began to use peyote in religious practices as part of a revival of native spirituality. And I hate to admit this, but this is more or less when they're on their reservations that we forced them to, the white men forced them to accept these land grants and these opportunities. You don't want to be wiped out? Well, you have to go live in this little block here, this area here, and good luck supporting your own culture and your own economy and not becoming a bunch of alcoholics. Good luck. You're on your own in there. One of the things that happened on these reservations is a natural result is a return to their native spirituality, almost like a spirit of a period of enlightenment happened among the Native Americans across reservations. And they wanted to maintain and hold on to their cultures. It is sad, Jolie. It's like we put them on POW camps. But we'll give you feathers so you can still do your dances. And if you grow mescaline alkaloid, we'll let you use that and we'll look the other way. The members of the Native American Church refer to peyote as the sacred medicine. Have a great weekend, Sandy. They call it the sacred medicine, and they use it to combat spiritual, physical, and social ills. Concerned about the drug's psychoactive effects, between the 1880s and the 1930s, U.S. authorities attempted to ban Native American religious rituals involving peyote, including the ghost dance. We come along, you're on your own reservation, you're paying no mind to your own business, we have nothing to do about, we don't want you to do that dance, and stop it with that peyote stuff. No, don't do that. That's what we're doing. Between the 1880s and the 1930s, the people coming along trying to be the same people that were burning witches, that's these guys. Probably the same guys that ended up owning big pharmas. These guys right here. You can't do that out there. You don't do that. We're going to write a law. We're going to make it where it's not okay. None of their business. We want to sell it to you. Corey D, no peyote for you. That was between the 1880s and the 1930s. U.S. authorities have tried to... today, the Native American Church is among several religious organizations that use peyote as part of its religious practice. Some users claim the drugs connect them to God. Traditional Navajo belief or ceremonial practice did not mention the use of peyote before its introduction by the neighboring Utes. The Navajo Nation now has the most members of the Native American Church. So starting in the 1930s, we stopped persecuting them and prosecuting them for the usage of peyote and mescaline in their religious practices. We're going to pick up the rest of this. There's more to talk about there, a lot more. And then, of course, we want to talk about the actual psychoactivity of it, the taxonomy, some of the cultivation practices. We have a lot to cover. If you guys are interested, I am. I'm going to cover more of this with you on Monday. Okay? But what we do know right now, mescaline and or the byproduct of peyote is classified as a Schedule I drug in the United States. But it is the easiest of all drugs for you to claim use as for religious purposes. And there's little to no prosecution in the last 70 years for the use of it. So it's on the scary list. Don't use it. But they won't do a thing to you if you do. So, and if you were to run into any legal problems at all, you simply just, I'm a member of the Native American Church, right? I have the right to use this in my religious purposes, especially in my own home. We're going to talk about that a little bit more, about the usage in public versus in your own home. So, well, let's be clear. While it is a Schedule 1 drug, it's like doesn't even belong on the list. Just like psilocybin is going to be removed from the list, mescaline doesn't belong on that list. Okay? Derek Anderson's having his own religious ceremony right now. I can see that, Derek. Let's do a final giveaway for the week. Let's do a final giveaway. Was this a good topic? Was this a good topic, Matthew, the home user Seliger? I think yes, but I want to hear what you guys think. I also wanted to just cover it just a little bit more. It's really neat to learn more about the drugs we propose to be available and to use. Yeah. And then it was neat. Higgs, that was neat that we were able to share that video of you and myself at the gym class. That vintage video where you and I, Coach Carmine Russo made us do that dance. That was great. You guys want to see that again? Carmine, you can see coaches in the background drumming. Higgs and myself, we have one more class member. He's in there dancing with us. I think I'm chasing him around trying to grab his jockstrap and snap it. That's what I think. All right. We're going to go top. I just want, well, you can only answer one time. Video class brought back great memories, right? Great memories. Answer one time only. One answer only. One answer only. Give me a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10, go. Dancing with Carmine Russo. Oh, gosh, darn it. I can't believe myself sometimes. I'm out of control. 1 and 10, give me a number between 1 and 10. That's all I want. I'm not asking that much. 1 and 10, you can only answer one time. Because I want to give everybody a chance. I want everybody to have a chance. Okay? Can you guys, I want everybody here to get a chance. 1 in 10, that gives you a 10% chance to get this correct. Okay? That gives you a 10% chance to get this right. Okay? Let me go back. Make sure I got everybody. Alrighty. We got it. I got everybody I need. I've got everybody I need. We have 2 people on here who haven't been on our list in a while. And I have a 3rd that has been on the list. He's on the list every single day. I am going to just move on from that person. I'm sorry. I'll talk to them later. But I'm going to move on and not put them on. And let's go. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's kill it right there. The answer was and is 6. The 6 was the first number, single digit under 10 to come up. The 6. Okay? Now, what we had was Satwise. Our gentleman who worked for the USPS and helped with all that tracking system, and here we spent the whole show ragging on it. Satwise, you deserve to be in the spin to win round. The universe has given you a shot. Anthony Thornton said 6 as well. Derek Anderson said 6 as well. Derek, I really want to give your slot to somebody else. Okay? Derek, I want to give your slot to somebody else. And I'll tell you one of the reasons, Derek, I want to give your slot to somebody else. You want to do that. Derek, who are you going to give your slot to? Derek has been on every spin. He's been winning. I just want to give someone else a chance. Okay? Derek, would you mind? I know you wouldn't. I just took advantage of you. But Derek, I'm not going to let you move forward. Not this one. Derek, you pick somebody. He's on a roll, and he'll win some more. But I want him to pick somebody. No, Derek, you pick. Nope, I'm waiting on you. Satwise and Anthony. Satwise is number 1. Anthony Thornton's number 2. And then Derek's going to decide who's going to be number 3. That's at least, he could at least give that away. He's giving it away to Adrian. So Adrian's number 3. Thank you, Derek. Sincerely, at least you got to give something away. Right, brother? Thank you, my friend. So here we go. We had Satwise number 1, Anthony number 2, and then Adrian number 3. Oh, let me start over. What do you know? Derek Anderson would have won. But he gave it to Adrian instead. Nice of you. Thank you, Derek. He understands. I don't want him. Trevor Slater, too. You guys, Paige, you guys answer everything correctly fast. You guys are the best. Pick a number. Adrian. You did win, Derek. Adrian, pick a number between 1 and 5. 1 and 4. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Adrian, pick a number between 1 and 4. I know, I think they're bots, Matthew. Actually, I think Trevor Slater's a bot. That's my opinion. Paige, always answer good. Adrian's going for number 4. Here we go. Here we go. That's number 1. That's number 2. That was number 3. And this one right here, well, gosh darn it, that's number 4. This right here is a nice little number 4. Okay. And that's 3.5 grams. That's an eighth. This isn't crunchies. This is regular, good old Ghosty McWosty. And we also want to send one more thing with that to you. We're going to send you a pack of Mellow Yellows. So, Adrian, I'll send that to you. You get me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net, and I'll get this mailed out to you. And Kent, I need your address for that other situation. I'll get that mailed out to you. And I really want to thank Derek Anderson for his generosity this morning. Thank you for letting me give your gift away. Okay? Adrian, Derek, if you need anything, reach out to me. I got you. You know that. I got you, bro. Sincerely. He's a good guy, and he's always taking care of Brock and sending him stuff like that and this and that. I just really, really appreciate you, Derek. Thank you. You guys have a beautiful weekend. You guys go have the weekend that you can practice being as good and as kind as you possibly can. And we'll be out. I think we're going to fish tomorrow. We're going to go to a party tomorrow evening. And we'll see you guys here on Monday. And we'll continue to talk about learn together. Okay? Thank you, Doc. I will. I'm going to be a fishing, catching fool. Adrian and Hip Kitty and Hags, get a little ghost in your life. And D. Anderson, the gift is being here. The gift is having you here. Hippie and Anthony. Woo, you were this close today, Anthony. Paige and Mushmouth, love you, kid. And Rebel Rob and Holly and Kimberly. Have a fleeky weekend. I'll find that box over at the house and open it and figure out what's going on. I apologize to you and Mike. Rosta, Doc, and Holly and Captain. Boom. And Ricky Parker and Matthew, you be good. Niffer and Niffer's baby. Jesus Christ. Ruff had a beautiful steak-filled birthday. Let's put it that way. He had a lot of goodies. DV boy, have a great weekend. Ladran. Laura, Laura, have a divine and fabulous weekend. RX, have a good weekend, my friend. Cleanie and Trevor, dance the ghost dance today. Nerdy and Badger Punk. There it is. I like that, what you just said. Take your shoes and socks off, bro. Gut and Adrian and Mello and Holly and Wessie. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. City, there you are. And Hank and Hags, have a great weekend, you and moms. Anthony and Kingy and Catton and Jimmy Max. Hey, Jim and Kimberly and Jesus Christ and Ladran and MVP. And Derek and Mello and Magic Mush Vibes. Thank you, bro. Saska Mojo, Billy T and Holly and Satwise. And JC and Harry K. And Brian Razzie and Catton and Hip Kitty. Meow. MVP Vegas. Don't Be, and Skip Trippendale, and Jesus Christ, and Sharon Sparks, and speaking of tripping, the president be tripping. Joe be tripping. Joe tripping over sandbags, man. I felt bad for him. It was just a trip. Anybody could have done that. Bill Flynn, Holly, I mean, geez, what'd they do? Plant it right behind him? Sharon Sparks, MVP, Corey D, Harry K, Johnny B, and Mello. Pops, Peace, Kim Bolden. She shows us how to be kind. Pops, Peace. Enjoy your weekend.